Hello and welcome back to Sunshine and Serenity. And today I've got to show you guys some new growth that I saw and also some new growth and thoughts that we are experiencing in 2020. So come on with me, let's check it out. Okay, so first off, let's give you kind of an overview of kind of what the garden's doing. And one of the things that I wanted to show you guys was I thought this was pretty cool. I found this the other day. So back when I was sitting here sowing onion seeds, I guess I must have had a couple of extra seeds in my hand and I must have just kind of thrown them down. And I came across this green onion plant, which is kind of cool because it proves that no matter where you're planted or what conditions you're planted in, that you can grow and thrive. And so I love my little green onions just here to kind of remind me that when I'm having a tough time, so you can grow and flourish. So, but the one thing I wanted to show you guys was the fact that, first of all, I planted my carrots and I didn't think I got any carrots to grow, and then look, they started sprouting up. So I was super excited about that because I was really thinking I wasn't going to get any carrots this year. And I've also got radishes right there. You can see new growth of radishes and more carrots. Lots more carrots. You can see them all right there. Look at them. So I was super excited about that. But just do an overview of the garden. All my green things. And we will come over here and do a little chit chat. Okay, so I just kind of had some thoughts. I want to pop on here for a quick vlog because I haven't been on in a little bit other than my fall update. But one of the things that I was thinking about is this is our very first year to ever grow a garden or do any type of like homesteading stuff. I've canned a little bit in the past, but never grown myself. So all this is really new experience for us, and you know, I started this year off having a really huge dream. Like I'm in a temporary, this is not our permanent home. I would love to have, my dream is to have a farm, animals, homestead, just land somewhere that is ours. Like that is my ultimate dream. And I was thinking about this week, it's so hard to get caught up in these big dreams that you have for yourself, right? Like it's it's great to have amazing dreams for yourself, but I think we can get so caught up in that dream that we don't focus on the present and helping to build those stepping stones towards that dream. So oftentimes, like we say, you know, this is what we want right now, and a lot of times we're often met with disappointment because those things are not happening for us right now, when in reality God's just saying, you know, it's not your time yet. And that's so hard to hear, right? It's so hard to hear, like when you have a dream and things that you want, that, you know, is God's telling you no, not right now. And so oftentimes we are, and so oftentimes, you know, God's preparing us by going through the necessary steps right now in order to get to that dream and feel like we can handle that. So you may be in a period of time right now like we are not in a permanent home. We are in a place that we are trying to kind of gather and pick up some of the pieces financially, and just as a family, due to all the craziness that's happened in 2020. You know, I quit my job to stay home with my kids, to homeschool, So all these are new things for us in this season. So we are having to kind of initially relearn and go through some new growth in areas that we were unexpected for us. And so in this season, like, we're not in where we want to be. And sometimes we can focus so much on that far ahead dream that we don't focus on what we need to be focusing on in the season that we're given, in order to help better prepare us for that future dream that God has and will give to us when our time has come for that, when He thinks that we can handle that. So for us in this season, I may not have my dream farm that I want, with all my animals and my gardens and, land and a house of our own and all of that. But I'm still able to use where I'm at in this season to help me build those stepping stones to get to that place where when we do have that dream come true for us, that we will know what to do with it. We already have some knowledge that we will need for that future step in our life. So for me, that is doing my garden this year for the first time, which you've seen on some of my garden tours on my channels, and learning how to do all of that as far as canning things and taking the harvest and preserving that harvest and learning the homesteading skills needed, adding those different skills in to where when we get to that place, I already have some of the knowledge that I need, and we're able to actually build on that dream. So that much for us, like, I have new growth with my carrots. This is a new growth in a new season in life for us, and we know that it's not where we want to be, but we know that God will give us that in time, and we're using this as a time of learning and growing on, building on that foundation of what God will give us in the future. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys some encouragement that if you are not in your forever place, if this is not where you're at in life, is not what your dream is for life, just know that you can use what you have in this season to build and prepare for that future season in life. So again, for us, that's garden, preserving, learning skills. It's also God telling us that there are other things in our life right now that are new and that we need to focus on in life, and that maybe adding a farm is not a great place for us right now in this time, because we have other areas of life we need to focus on. I am a new homeschooling mom, so that's somewhere where my time is being taken up, where I need to spend and devote a lot of my time towards raising my kids and preparing them for life. And I'm also a full-time college student. I also am a full-time wife and mother, and I'm doing I'm doing my garden and preserving, and just kind of doing all these things that maybe right now God's like, you don't need anything else thrown in, because then that would further divide the time that I need you to focus on in these other areas. And that's building up my kids and focusing time on my family and giving time to my husband, because as a mom, sometimes we can feel like, oh, we can do it all, we'll just add one more thing in there, right? But it's not necessarily always the best, because the more things that your time is divided between, the less you put into those other things. So you have so many things going that you split your time between, you're not able to really give 100% in every area of your life. And I feel like that God specifically in this season spoke that to me with especially my kids, because I feel like all this craziness of 2020, that we were just constantly going. We were constantly go, 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 go. We were doing activities and this and that. And, both me and my husband were working, and we just had all these things, right? And that we weren't necessarily spending the quality time that we needed to with our kids. And that's time that we can't get back. So I think God giving me the season where I can homeschool and spend more time with my kids and be more intentional with my time, that has been a blessing in 2020 for us. So God is creating new growth in our lives, as well as new growth outside in the garden. But that's just one of the things that I've just had a lot of thoughts about. Like, we focus so much time on what we don't have instead of looking at what we do have and figuring out what more we can do with what we do have and how much more time and focus we can put into the things that are already around us and appreciate those things more, than constantly yearning for something that we don't have. So I just want to encourage you in this season, if you are going through new growth, you're going through changes, you're going through stepping stones in your life that was unexpected, or things that you didn't plan for, or just places in your life you didn't think that you would be, just know that put time and effort into and look around at the things that you do have in the season that you are in, and find out what you can be intentional about, find out what you can grow and learn from. Just find out ways that you can use that to help better prepare you for when you are in your place in life that you want to be. So that's all I've got. It's not real deep. It's just some thoughts that I had, and I wanted to hop on here and let you guys know that I appreciate all of you, and I welcome new subscribers, and thank you for following our channel and following in this journey. It's not super exciting all the time because, again, we're not a super large, farm or anything yet. That yet is the key word, because I know God will fulfill that dream of ours in His own timing, whenever the timing is right for us in our lives. But just know that I'm so grateful that you choose to join me anyways on this journey, and help learn and grow with us, because we are not perfect. We are still learning and growing as well, and we're just super super happy that you have joined us for this journey. Whatever that journey may hold, we know that God will help us and give us what we desire, fulfill the desires of our hearts in due time. So other than that, it is hot. That's Arkansas weather for you. We got really nice cold front, a couple weeks back, and my cool weather crops were loving it, and they were thriving. And then we got this heat snap, and it's in the 80s again, and they're not loving it so much anymore. Airplane. we live on an air base, so that is a frequent flyer that you hear. But they're not loving the hot weather. But we're supposed to have another cold front come through, and this weekend it's supposed to be in the 60s, and they're talking about our first frost coming through. So we are very looking forward to that, because we are just done with summer and we're ready for other seasons of life. We're ready for fall, and my crops are ready for fall, ready for a more consistent fall. But yeah, so that's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week and weekend, and drop your comments or questions below if you have any, or just if you want to say hi. I would love to say hi back and get to know you guys. And if you will hit the like button or the thumbs up button, that kind of helps get out our channel to other people, and we are grateful for however big or small our audience is, and we are grateful and thankful for each of you just the same. And yeah, this is just a dream of mine, and I know that God will see us through it, and He has put that dream in our hearts for a reason, and He is preparing us for that future season within the season that we are already currently in. So I hope you'll have a great rest of your day, and until I see you guys next time, y'all have a blessed day, friends. Bye.